Hi, I'm Dr. Cody Golman. I run advanced doctor-supervised hormone reset programs that create permanent weight loss. Our healthcare system has failed women when it comes to health and weight loss. So on this channel, I share my 20 years of experience as a natural healthcare doctor. And listen, after working with thousands of women, thousands of them over 35 and 40, I've learned one thing. If you're struggling with stubborn weight that won't come off, no matter how hard you diet or how much you exercise, listen, it's not because you're broken. It's because your biology has been working against you. I want you to hear this clearly. You are not lazy. You're not lacking discipline, and you are not destined to carry this weight forever. What's happening inside your body is something that most doctors never explained. And listen, it all comes down to one or two hidden factors that can sabotage everything. Cortisol and weight gain, right? I'll never forget when I had a patient named Maria, 48 years old, mom of three, came to me in tears. She was doing everything right, counting calories, walking daily, drinking green smoothies, and yet she couldn't get rid of the 20 pounds of fat she gained after perimenopause hit. She thought she was failing. But the truth was, her body was stuck in survival mode, constantly producing stress hormones that were storing fat literally like a bear preparing for winter. After working together, she lost 20 pounds in just 40 days, not by starving herself or taking dangerous drugs like Ozempic and Wegovy, but by resetting her hormones. That's what I want to share with you today. Let's talk about why diet and exercise alone often don't work for women over 40. When you hit midlife years, your hormones shift dramatically. You see, estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone start fluctuating, and this naturally impacts your metabolism. But the overlooked piece of the puzzle is cortisol, the stress hormone. Cortisol is not the enemy. In fact, in small amounts, it helps regulate blood sugar. It helps regulate inflammation and even your energy. But when cortisol stays elevated day after day, when it crashes too low, it creates chaos. You see, many studies have shown that excess cortisol can lead to insulin resistance. That means your body stops responding properly to insulin, the hormone that regulates blood sugar. When this happens, instead of using food for fuel, your body stores it as fat, especially belly fat. That's why so many women in this stage of life notice stubborn weight gain around their midsection. And listen, if you've ever felt like your body's holding on to fat, even though you're barely eating, maybe you're eating some salads or cabbage. Here, listen, this is why. Now, here's the part your doctor probably never told you because they don't know. Cortisol imbalances don't just come from obvious stress. It's not just about being busy at work or dealing with family pressures. You see, cortisol can also spike or crash because of things like too much caffeine, poor sleep quality, that's a big one, chronic inflammation, or even when you skip meals. Caffeine and cortisol and weight gain are a hidden trio that I see all the time in women over 40. You drink coffee in the morning to get going, maybe another cup in the afternoon to keep that energy up, but that constant stimulation pushes your adrenals to keep pumping cortisol. Over time, this leaves your body in a state of wired exhaustion and fatigued and anxious and more likely to store fat. And then, on the other end of the spectrum, low cortisol and weight gain, right? It's just as a real thing. If your adrenals have been overworked for years, they may no longer produce enough cortisol when you need it. I see this all the time. It's called adrenal fatigue. This is when chronic fatigue syndrome, brain fog, and menopause anxiety often show up more. With low cortisol, your body actually slows metabolism and it clings to fat as a survival mechanism. It's biology, not failure. So what's the solution? First, let's reframe the frustration. You're not broken. Your body's protecting you. It's loving you. But we need to show it that it's safe to release the extra weight. One of the most powerful ways to do this is by stabilizing your cortisol rhythm. That means lowering the unnecessary spikes and lifting the dangerous lows. Let me give you a few lesser known tips that can make a huge difference for you, okay? So listen up. Number one, stop eating late at night. When you eat after 8 or 9 p.m., especially going to bed at like 9 or 10, especially carb-heavy snacks, your cortisol stays elevated into the night, preventing you from reaching a deep sleep. Poor sleep then raises cortisol the next day, and the cycle continues. Okay, number two, consider a morning light routine. Step outside within 30 minutes of waking up and expose your eyes to natural light. This simple habit can reset your circadian rhythm and lowers evening cortisol, which helps your body burn fat more efficiently. All right, number three, replace one of your daily coffees with adaptogenic tea. Herbs like ashwagandha or holy basil can calm cortisol without leaving you fatigued. If you're wondering how to stop stress, cortisol, and weight gain, it's not about removing stress completely. That's never worked. Because let's be honest, life has its challenges. It's about training your body to adapt. This is where stress resilience come in. You see, women who build stress resilience through breath work, short walks in nature, or even journaling often see their waistlines shrinking without changing a single calorie. And let's talk about another overlooked piece, insulin and cortisol. These two hormones dance together, and if one is out of rhythm, the other follows. By balancing blood sugar with protein-rich meals and reducing caffeine, you help insulin stay steady, which in turn keeps cortisol steady. This is why some women on plateaus, when they plateau on traditional diets, they start losing fat, they start shifting their meal timing and macronutrient balance as well. I know some of you are still listening right now while cooking dinner and driving and folding laundry, right? You might be nodding because this explains why you've been stuck, right? And I want to give you a little micro win here that you can use today, okay? The next time you feel a craving coming on, instead of reaching for a sugary snack, drink a glass of water with a pinch of sea salt. Specifically, if you can do Baja Gold salt, that'd be great. You see, this supports your adrenals and lowers unnecessary cortisol spikes. It seems like such a small thing to do, but these tiny adjustments add up to massive shifts over time. And listen, if this resonates with you and you want to dive deeper, I created a free training. It's called Sustainable Weight Loss and Boundless Energy at Any Age. In this training, I'll show you exactly how to reset your hormones and finally break free from the weight loss plateaus. If you want to watch that now, just click the link below in the description. Listen, coming back to Maria's story, when we first identified her excess stress, her excess cortisol as the missing link, right? She was relieved. Within 2 weeks of resetting her morning routine and adjusting her meals, literally her energy came back. By day 40, she had lost 20 pounds without feeling deprived. And she told me, she said, I finally feel like myself again. That's the kind of transformation that happens when we address the real cause, not patch it up with some kind of drug or medication or injection. Not just the symptoms, right? In part 2 of this series, I'll take you even deeper into the science of cortisol and weight gain and show you advanced strategies that most women, and listen to me, even most doctors don't know about. In part 2, we'll talk about the hidden role of perimenopause and how menopause myths keep women stuck and what you can do to unlock fat burning in a way that's sustainable for life. Now, before we wrap up, remember, I want you to understand this. You're not broken. Your body's not fighting against you. That is not the case. That's bullshit. It's protecting you. Once we reset the signals, your body will gladly release the extra weight and the energy will come rushing back. I've watched it 1,000 times. If you want to take the first step right now, click the link below, watch my free training, The Sustainable Weight Loss and Boundless Energy at Any Age. And that title says exactly what I watch every single day. Thank you for spending time with me. I'm Dr. Cody Golman. Listen, I look forward to guiding you on this journey of healing, empowerment, and permanent weight loss.